So one of the quintessential pieces carried by the German soldier was his Soldbuch, or his pay book. You had a Wehrpass that was issued, which is gray or bluish cover, that was issued by your Wehrkreis when you went into military service, which is compulsory in Nazi Germany. You either went into the German work service or you would go into the military, and you would either go into active service or into reserves. And the Soldbuch was what was actually issued to be carried by the soldier. The Wehrpass stayed with the Wehrkreis as a permanent record of your military service. So this is showing that it's riveted in, and it would be overstamped on both the book and the photo to show that it was not a counterfeit or a reproduction or a reuse of this. Also, if you tried to pull the rivets on this, you generally would rip out the original document. So you would have be issued an erkundung number. Your erkundung number was what went onto your German dog tags and was also marked on all your equipment. And as you go through, it has some of the original induction dates and units. As you got transferred from units, these would be crossed out and they would have the new additions put on there. They would also tell what unit that you were, in your blood group, your gas mask size, and your Wehrkreis number. When you open up to the second page, it gives a lot of information about your religion, date of birth, location, next to kin, identifying factors such as scars, the color hair that you had, color eyes, and would be certified by the induction officer. Page 3 of the Soldbuch also would show which units that you were inducted into and the dates of transfer from one unit to the next. The manual also had a section that would go through all of the issue articles from the units that you belong to. So it would have the list of the unit, and it would have the list of the things that you were issued. And it would go through, and they would cross out the things when they were turned back in, and you got a reissue from a refitting or from a new unit transfer. This page here shows the weapons that were issued and also gives the serial numbers for those specific weapons so they could match the weapon to the person that was issued and the dates of issue, and then sign off by senior officers. The booklet also contained medical history. In this case, it's showing inoculations for cholera, for typhus, and other diseases and the dates that those inoculations took place. If you wore glasses, the Dienstbrille that were issued in the German Army, this is what the optician would put down to actually have your prescription. So if it needed to be refilled in the field, you already had the prescription form right here. Also part of the medical history, they would go through if you went into the field hospital for any reason, whether it's to have your appendix removed or wounds from the enemy, cholera, venereal disease, which is a big one during World War II. They would have the field hospital, they would have the reason for going in, and they would have the times that you were there. There's also a notes section for the medical information. This is a section on your teeth going through by the military dentists to talk about fillings and your medical history on your teeth. There's also a section towards the back of the book that is for awards. So they will list the awards, the commanding officers, the units, and what the award was. And then page 23 of the Soldbuch would have your leave entries. This noted every time that you left and when you were returning. The purpose of this partly is because if you were asked for your papers and you were traveling as a soldier away from his unit to show that you weren't absent without leave. There's also a folder in the back for personal effects, photos, and other documents. If you were wounded and you went on leave because of your wounds for convalescence, they would issue you ration coupons to eat in the civilian economy, and also possibly coupons or occupation money to be used in your transit there and back to home, and also specific typed up papers from the Feldlazaret to explain the reasons for your convalescence and that you have a pass to not be with your unit. Thank you.